Social media is here with us, and it's having some impact on our children, most of what the people would call the young people. And we can't fight it, but we have to look for a way in which we can still have social media and reduce its impact, negative impact on the young people. It's a high time that parents sat down and they had a dialogue with their children in as far as social media is concerned. And when I talk about dialogue, I'm not talking about the old way of talking to children where you tell them do, don't, and the like. I mean a forum whereby parents sit down with their children and they have a discussion on social media, giving the children an opportunity to express what social media is all about and some of the impact that they think social media is having on them, or even amongst the youths. The reason I would go for dialogue is because I would want these children or the young people to get to a point of making what we call an informed decision. Making a decision not because mommy and daddy said, but making a decision basing on the knowledge that they have acquired. It's very important for parents to inculcate the right beliefs in their children, the right values, so that they carry them with them. Wherever they go, they only need to remember what they have been taught. I also tend to think it's a high time parents also got into social media. They get to know what is trending in Facebook. They get to know what's happening in WhatsApp. They need to know which app, the recent app that is there in the Facebook. Why? So that they have a platform of discussion with their children. Number two, apart from reaching out to our children, young people, at the time we call them youths, peer relationships are very important. And I think it's very important for parents not only to address their children, but to invite their peers and empower their children together with their peers. Because if you empower your child and you have not empowered her peers or his peers, you're not doing your child any benefit. But when you empower her environment, then she's better placed to live by the standard that could be her set as a family. Then number three, I want to believe in schools, institutions of higher learning. There are moments when we have counseling sessions, and I think it's a high time we address the impact of social media on students' moral, emotional, cognitive development, so that as they grow up, they are conscious of the fact that there's a possibility of me developing these inadequacies because of social media. Then number four, there is need for people to reduce the amount of time spent on social media, even in our own offices. And at times when we are not going through a very pleasant situation, for instance, you don't have a job, you are busy looking for a job, but lo and behold, your friends are just posting on Facebook, on WhatsApp, you know, their new offices, their new jobs, and the like. And more often than not, if you are not careful, if you focus on that, it might bring you down. And once it brings you down, you will not have the energy even to carry on, or even the energy to negotiate the situation you are going through. So I think people need to reduce the time spent on social media.